Yes, people, welcome to another edition of Agenda FC on Sarcasm City TV, hosted by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. First and foremost, apologies on the lateness, people, but we was trying to organize the show and get the show together. But like my Don Lewis says, lateness is greatness. Salute to Carefree Lewis also. That's my G. He's not on tonight. Obviously, Chelsea are playing Arsenal tonight, so that's why he's busy, obviously, covering that type of content. But he will be back probably tonight on the Q&A, to be honest, probably celebrating a Chelsea win versus Arsenal and rubbing it in the fact that Arsenal lost. But this is Agenda FC, people, and I will get to all of you lot in the comments also. But before we start, make sure if you're watching via the Twitter and the Periscope, you hit the retweet button, you hit the like button, and you follow me and follow the Sarcasm City TV Twitter, all tagged in the tweet. So make sure you follow myself, follow the Sarcasm City TV Twitter, retweet, hit the retweet button, hit the like button on that. If you're watching via the Facebook, the Sarcasm City TV page, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you share it, and make sure you like the Sarcasm City TV page. And equally as important, on the YouTube, also can see the numbers going up. Big up to all of you lot. You hear me? Love to everyone who is supporting heavily. Make sure you hit the like button on the video as soon as you land. Make sure you share it across all the socials. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, also make sure you hit the notification bell because we go live every day and it's road to 3K. So get us to 3K ASAP. We are under 300 subscribers away. So please make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I can see the numbers jumping up. Love to all of you lot. I will get to all the comments as well. And if you haven't seen Agenda FC before, what it is the host, or whether it's myself and Lewis or the special guest, just giving an opinion we feel strongly about. And the reason why we called it Agenda FC is because in the YouTube and football world, when you disagree with somebody, it's kind of like, oh, you can't just disagree, you have an agenda. It's like, no, disagreements happen. So it's kind of like, it's just a play on words. So that's why we called it Agenda FC. So I got to introduce my bro to the show. It's mad that it's been this long. He's never been on a live with me before, number one. And number two, that that he's never been on a live with me, on a live here before. And number two, it's been a minute since he's been on the channel. So it's my bro, Scorps. Get me 1/3 of Take Note, which is the musical clique. Known him for years. Very knowledgeable about football. You lot are going to like him a lot because he's hilarious also. So bigging up my Don Scorps onto the show. He's saying, fam, you good?
Yo, bless, fam. Thanks for having me on, man.
Yo, man, anytime, fam. It's been a minute. Get what I'm saying? And I was saying, man's not had you on a live before. So this is the first time on the live. And you haven't been on the channel in yonks. But for those that don't know the backstory, if you check out Sarcasm City podcast, if you go right back through the archives, it was like episode 7. I think Scorps was on. It might have even been 3 or 4 or something like that. Like it might have been the third or fourth one. Early. You know what I'm saying in that? Hear what I'm saying there? 3, 4, or 7 people. So Scorps is my bro. He's 1/3 of Take Note alongside myself and Tox. So you're gonna see when we start making more music, you're gonna see a lot when it comes to the music, etc., and that. And yeah, man, and make sure you check out Tox's latest Tox Takes Volume 3. You're gonna see Scorps doing them as well. You're gonna see him appearing on the channel. Yeah, man. Love to our bro Tox every single time. So let me get to the comments. But first and foremost, like I said, I ain't spoke to you in a minute, Scorps. You good in general? It's been a minute.
No, I'm blessed, man. Blessed, man. In these hard times, like we got football back in it, man. Can ball out, so man's good now, man. You get me? Man didn't play football in like 1 year, man. But
yeah, it's been a minute.
Salute Boris in it. Opening up things, man. Salute Boris in it.
I said salute Boris. You know you're a joker, fam.
Bro,
and for those that which go on, fam.
Man had me tight, bro. Couldn't link y'all. Couldn't go football. Man had me in my feelings, fam.
Yeah, you would have.
I was no haircut, fam. No haircut.
Oh yeah, you was under the cosh.
Under pressure, fam. No haircut, no gal, no football, fam. Imagine. It's mad. And for those that don't know as well, me and Scorps, we played football together 5-a-side for a long time. So if you have any questions about my footballing ability, ask Scorps in it because he was the goalkeeper for our team. Dance floor. See what he just said. See that? Because they were trying to send for me the other day. Football and that. But we miss you in it. Like we literally miss you in it.
Yo, fam. If it was any other day but Monday, man would be there. You get what I'm saying? And any other day, but it is what it is, unfortunately. I'm gonna roll back.
Yo, any of you man that ball out in money, shout us in it. We need some ballers, you get me?
There you go. Anyone that's in Manchester that wants to play football, you get me? We'll pattern that. So let us know.
We need the new Flawless, you get me?
There we go, people. You know what I'm saying? So let Scorps know or let me know, and we can pattern that for you lot. But big up MB who says, yo, people, hit the like button, share the video on all the socials, also join the membership. Yes, the link for the membership is underneath in the description. Malcolm here says, big up my man them, big up to you. MB says, big up Flawless, one of the most hardworking people on YouTube, the real Kante, the one at Chelsea is a clone. On the road to free kick.
Yo, fact, so you put in mad work in it.
Has to be done, fam. But love for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Big up Keenan as well. He says, guys, it's been a hard work for me. I just wanted to pop in and say hi to everyone, including the main man Flawless. Off work for a couple days. So I'll check you guys on Saturday. Hopefully all love. Big up to you, Keenan, man. I hope you're blessed and that. I hope the week hasn't been too hard for you in it, but I hope you're blessed. I'm blessed for dropping in. Ravi says, smash up the likes and subscribe. Touch a button like Vibes Cartel. You know, them ones. These man crack me up with that. Yo, big up Ravi. He says, Flawless the Dapper done again with another bad boy show. Respect my brother, respect to you. Dupeze, he says, big up, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, man, big up to you lot. Big up my G Flawless. Big up my guy Ryan. You'll catch him tonight on the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A as normal. Glazes out here says, I do feel Ollie is underappreciated. I'm Ollie out, which we're going to get to because that is the title of the video. I feel Ollie is underappreciated, but obviously you lot know me well enough to know that's not me. That's what Scorps is going to get into. Let me get through the rest of the comments and we will get there. And give us your thoughts on that. So I want Manchester United fans specifically, whether you're Ollie in or Ollie out, do you think he's underappreciated? And same to rival fans as well. Do you believe he's underappreciated? And Scorps is going to give full details as to why he thinks that as well. Harris says, big up Flawless. My brother, big up to you every time. Ryan here, he trolling. I agree. Ollie is mad underappreciated. The football he has you guys playing is a madness world-class manager. See what I'm saying? Manager's trolling out here.
Yo, you just
trolling.
That's wild, isn't it? That's wild. Is he a United fan or not?
No, he's a Liverpool fan. Look at his what's it called?
Yo, Liverpool are trash, man. Bun you in it. Liverpool are trash.
That man is 6 on that. Imagine going from Premier League champions to Europa League.
Bro, worst title defense ever, fam. Bun you, man. How you wait that long to win the title and then just concede it next season like that, man? You man are done, fam.
Hold that for. That might be for next week. Worst title defense ever. We're gonna go through them.
Worst title defense ever.
We're gonna go through them.
Yeah. Imagine chasing a girl, for like 3-4 years, and then finally she gives you the poon, and you smash, you bust in like 10 seconds, and you don't get the poon again. Fam, that's what Liverpool are, fam. You man are done out here, fam. Some trash dudes, fam.
This guy is analogy.
Man. Yo, somebody works at that always got a sexual analogy for something, it's got to run in it.
Yeah. For those that don't know, that is just like the way Scorps is in it. So his analogies be crazy. He's wild in it. So yeah, please, don't take offense and just it's Scorps being Scorps in it. That's why I started laughing as soon as he started, and I knew where he was going in that. Big up Reese also. He says, big up my G Flawless. Big up to Reese. Zane says, I see what you did there, Flawless, drawing in the viewers with that title. Nah, legit. Me and Scorps spoke yesterday. I hit Scorps up. I'm letting you that, and it was like just gone midnight. And I was like, I was unsure what I was going to do with Agenda FC. And I hit Scorps on a late one because I seen he was active. And I was like, yo, Agenda FC tomorrow, are you about? I was like, I told him, explain to him what he needs for the show. He was like, all right, cool. I'll hit you back tomorrow, innit? So then he was like, cool. I rang him literally at like 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Just confirm. Was like, what have you got? And he was like, yeah, the Ollie thing and another one that we might go into as well. And that's what it is, isn't it? That's how this show runs.
Literally, I went for that because I know you're like heavy on the Ollie out thing, innit? I thought,
there we go. So we go. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Love to me.
I'm not really Ollie out or Ollie in. You get me? But it's a good talking point.
I'm gonna let you explain all of that and give full detail on that. But as you can see, the comments is mad. Love to Mimi. She says, "Hey, supporting my husband. Love to Mimi every time." Yeah, that's wifey fam. You know what I'm saying? Big up my Don Flawless in the cut with the dreads as well. Yeah, man. Long hair don't care, man. It's growing. You get me? It's growing.
Is that because of the lockdown thing? Yeah.
Yeah, lockdown. I had no barbers. We spoke
time.
No barbers. So it's kind of like it was just growing and growing, getting nappy. And I was like, yo,
hair, man. Serious, fam.
I was like, let me do something with this. I was like, let me get this plaited up and that. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's facts. And see, yeah, man, she says it here, man. MB here, he is talking nonsense. Can't help my feelings got drawn into flawless. I'm a whole star, man. It is what it is, people. Malcolm here says big up Scorps. See that, man? They showing you love. Big up the Dun Scorps. Says Abdallah. Same with MB. Everyone, saying big up. Yeah, man. Like Mimi says here, we all here for a good time, not a long time. Yeah, man. Scorps is hilarious, man. He's a G, funny or hilarious. That's why I said it at the intro, man. Hilarious. I love Scorps' vibe. Already pretty much lived the same life. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? There it is. I'm just gonna get through all the comments. Big up everyone who's locked. See, even Stroll saying it. Man like my Scorps. Man like Scorps, my bro. Fine.
Yo, big up Bud Stroll, innit?
Big up Stroll. Oh yeah, you lot as well. All jokes aside, make sure it was mental health awareness week. And we all did clips for Pi Radio, including Stroll's. And anyone that knows Stroll's story without me going all into it, just check it out. Make sure you follow him on his socials and check out the Pi Radio clips where we all answered questions regarding mental health. Stroll did it. I did it on the Pi Radio YouTube. And Stroll's they've posted a couple out on the Pi Radio Instagram as well. They're also on the Twitter. I know Stroll posted it to his Twitter as well, innit? It's like we all jokes aside, we all got to help each other in tough times. You know what I'm saying? Especially during lockdown, when it was lockdown. And I know people were suffering. So yeah, man, big up to everyone. Love to Scorps. Big up the whole Pi Radio hierarchy. But yeah, man, let's get into why we're here, fam. I feel Ollie is underappreciated is the topic of the show, and you brought it up. So go on, explain why to me and the people why you believe Ollie is underappreciated.
All right, so boom, man came in after Jose, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was affected. Like Pogba was down. Luke Shaw was getting called fat, lazy, fucking. Every United fan hated Luke Shaw, innit? Who else? Martial was fucking lazy, walks about, blah blah blah. He still does that now, to be fair, but whatever, innit? But like Ollie's come in, yeah, and Ollie steadied the boat. You get me? Like we played good football. Obviously we conceded, innit? And that's partly because of. I think the two centre backs we got at the back, they ain't good enough, innit? Like Harry Mcguire is all right, but Lindelof's terrible, innit? Like
yeah.
Lindelof's trash, fam. So that's something that could be fixed, you get me? But Luke Shaw, literally Ollie's came in, sorted him out, and he's probably the best left back in the league, you get me? Or he's top 3.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And other than that, the team's doing good, you get me? Like Ollie plays like preferably he plays 4-2-3-1, which is I feel like that's like not the one in it, like especially when I don't feel like a team like United should play 2 holding defensive midfielders, you get me? And there's no need for it, you get me? Play a 4-3-3, play a 4-4-2, do you know what I mean? Like you don't need to be especially like I don't know what you think about Fred, but for me it's like you got 2 man at the back that do the same thing and they just equal 1 guy, you get me?
Yeah, it's the first time, like I said, I can remember. You might be able to remember as well, because I know your footballing knowledge goes back as far as mine in terms of history, where 2 players have been merged and called something and it's been in a negative way, like McFred. It's looked at as bad. They're looked at as one player. Fam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's kind of like neither of them. I agree in terms of the 4-2-3-1. You don't need 2 holders. You know what I'm saying? Especially even if they were 2 quality holding midfielders, I would have it.
You don't need it.
But you don't need it. And with the centre-back pairing, I agree. Like, I'm not a fan of Lindelof. Does he get overly criticised because of the 80 million? Yes. Does he help himself all the time? Yeah. No. But how I look at it is that Ollie brought in Mcguire, and it's kind of like, you know, his deficiency is pace, so play him next to a quick centre-back. We know that's not Lindelof. Yes, Bailly's injured, but work around it to me. Like, is it the best partnership to have? No, but work around it. That's my whole thing. Like, we were laughing and joking about Liverpool. Their team is not the best. Like I said, you mentioned Trent. It's only this season that people talk about Trent being unable to defend. He's been like that the past 2 years.
He's been like that for ages, yeah.
This is my point.
But because they've been so quality and he didn't have that much to do defensively and he's attacking and he's doing well, no one talks about it. But now it's time and it's in the limelight. People are like, yeah, he's trash. But people knew that like he can't defend. He can attack. He's a right winger for me, you get me? Like if he was a right winger, no one would say nothing.
Yeah, facts. No, 100%. One would say nothing. So yeah, the 2 holding midfielders, I agree. The Luke Shaw the Luke Shaw point is I can't disagree with that whatsoever. Like he's been
Luke Shaw is fucking. I wanted him to leave, innit? But Luke Shaw's like
I wanted him to leave.
The most improved player in the Premier League this season.
Yeah, I think he's our player of the season. To be honest.
Yeah.
I think he's been our
Yeah, I don't think he's been that. There's not many games where I can point at and be like, "Yo, he's been bad. He's been terrible."
Going forward, he's been phenomenal. Like before, he had no end product, and now he's whipping balls in. He's beating man on the flank. He's overlapping. Like he's wild, in it. Like he's cold. Obviously, Ollie brought in Bruno. We should have brought him in sooner, but Bruno's cold, in it. Like Bruno's a baller. Yeah, man. The only thing I would say with Ollie, so like, yeah, the moral of the team's better. The confidence is better. Yo, we go behind, yeah, and I know every time we go behind, we're gonna come back in it. Like, you get me? And no one does that, fam. Name a team that does that, bro. You need to be like, we're in the Premier League, yeah. Like people call Ollie a PE teacher, yeah. But we're in the Premier League, one of the top, like if not the top one, it's top 2 in leagues in the world, innit? And for man to be a PE teacher and just stroll into a team like United that had problems that needed fixing, and we're second in the league, we can see goals, but then we come back and win games. Bruv, like he's underappreciated, isn't it? Like he's underrated. Like I don't think he's world class, but he's not swag, in it. Like I don't know if he's the man for United, but for now, he's doing an alright job. You get me? Like he could, what do you say? Like for like maybe one more year, sort out the team, and then we get a big manager in that's gonna take us to the next stage, innit? Like I don't think Ollie will win us Champions League and shit like that. No, he won't.
And Premier League.
Now, yeah, exactly. I don't think he'll win us Premier Leagues. He could challenge for one if he does the right signings. But then again, man, fucking bought Van der Beek. Van der Beek's a baller, and he ain't found a way to like get him into the team. So I don't know. You know what I mean? So I don't think we should be like. I don't think we should be looking to replace Ollie yet. But I think at some point we will have to. Like within the next 2 years, they'll be gone.
So you saying one more? Are you saying one more season then? Is that what you're saying?
One more season coming under Ollie. Like give him another transfer window. Like he needs to sign a centre back.
Yeah.
He needs a 20-goal striker.
Yeah.
And he needs a winger in it. But I don't know who you'd bring in for centre back. I don't know. But like for me,
I like Varane. That's me though. I'm saying Varane.
Raphael Varane for time, fam. But how old is he?
You've been saying that for years.
Bro, I wanted him when he was a kid, fam. I wanted him when he was a kid, fam. And it's like now he's probably like 28.
He is. I'm telling you now. He is. Yeah, you're spot on, fam. He's 28. He's 28. Yeah.
I wanted him for time, fam.
Yeah.
Time. You know when you go on Football Manager and you see these kids, fam. You're like, yeah, this guy's a wonder kid, fam. Sign him. And then now, what? 28? No, man. All right, cool. You might get 4 years, like 28 to 32. You could get 4 years, but the transition of the Premier League from La Liga, playing for a big team and then coming into a troubled United might be, do you know what I mean? It might be that David De Gea thing.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think what you're saying is correct. He could struggle to transition from La Liga to the Premier League simply because it's a different league and you're 28. But on the flip side, he could have the same impact that Thiago Silva has had at Chelsea. And Thiago Silva's friggin' how old Thiago Silva's like 36. He's like 6 years old.
Yeah, he's old, man.
Like he's granddad, like 30, but he's a granddad. But look at the impact that he's had at Chelsea, minus West Brom, who he struggled against for some reason.
Yeah, there's some games where he's been exposed.
Yeah, but it's just those two. But you can see the impact. And Varane's younger, and I think he can have a similar impact in what Thiago Silva has. And I think he improves whoever he's next to. Even Lindelof, who I don't rate. If you put him next to Varane, to me, it'll make Lindelof better. Same way, especially Mcguire. Yeah, it makes Mcguire better, or if it's Bailly or whoever. And I think it also forces us not to play the two holding midfielders. If Varane is there, you've got Luke Shaw on one side, you've got Wan-Bissaka who's okay defensively. So it's like the reason why I'm so strong on the Ollie out thing is because I don't think the squad is that far away. Of course, since Fergie left, United have needed a window. We've needed a proper transfer window to get everything we need, and we never have. We've always, if we need 3 players, we always get 1 or max 2. Yeah. Like I fully agree that we need a centre back, whether it's Varane or somebody else. I just want to see us sign a centre back in it.
The thing is like, all right, cool. He went out. He signed. He spent 80 million on Harry Maguire. We need to do that again, innit? Like we need to go out, spend 90 million on Varane. You get me, or whoever. But a big centre back. Don't get no small guy from no small club. Don't go sign no Daniel James centre back. You get me? You don't want that. Daniel James is 15 mil, fam. 15 mil. Bruv, there's man in the academy that are better than Dan James, fam. Have you seen Cholo Shortire? He's fire.
I keep hearing about him. You know what I'm saying? When I think about it, I look at we let Angel Gomez go.
and then Brian Dan James.
Exactly. Gomez is better than him.
Yeah, and it's just that Dan James is quick. Let's not get him mistaken.
Bro, he's not even quick, bro. He's not even quick, fam.
You don't think he's fast? No, he's lightning, fam.
He's not quick. When he's got the ball, I've seen normal man catch him like defenders.
No. When I say, you're talking about when he's dribbling. Is he a good dribbler? No, I'm just saying when he's in full flight. Not when he's
off
dribbling.
The ball, just in full flight.
Yeah. When he's making runs, yes, he's flash. Get me? That's the only thing he has. If he had mine or your pace, he's not playing for Manchester United and that. He's just quick. Yeah. That's it. And like you said there, when you're saying he's not with the ball, he's not a dribbler. No. Is he rapid with the ball? No. You know what I'm saying?
He's basically a white Aaron Lennon, innit? White Aaron Lennon, fam. Same guy.
Nah. Put some respect on Aaron Lennon's name, yo. Aaron Lennon's miles better than Dan James, yo. Aaron Lennon is miles better. At least Aaron Lennon had a trick. You know what I'm saying? And that Dan James has no tricks.
I don't know what. When the thing is when Dan James first came United, like he was banging in it, like he looked alright, but now, man, he's dead in it. Like leave him on the bench, fam. Send him out on loan, do something, innit? This is another thing. Like we need to send the youngsters on loan to proper teams, innit? Like,
all right, who do you want to see go out on loan? Who are you talking about in particular?
Like, bruv, Tamzabi, why is he in the club, fam? I'd play him next to Harry Mcguire, fam. Like, if you're not gonna play him, then send him out on loan. Let him go to, I don't know, let him go Sheffield United and play in the Prem for a full season, innit? And see what you can do. Do you get me? Like, look at Dean Henderson, bruv. No point just having man as backup. We got, Phil Jones is still in the club, innit? Like,
yeah.
How much is Phil Jones on, fam?
Yeah, he's on too much anyway, innit? And he's been here. Like, he's testimonial bound. He's been here. This is like his 11th year.
Fam. Got signed by Fergie, fam. He's been a decade, fam. Man. I remember when I thought that guy was the next John Terry, fam.
Yo, because when he came in and Fergie gassed him up, and he played all right, and then it just dipped, and it just dipped, and it just dipped. And the worst thing that happened to him was social media, because then when he's pulling the faces, it adds on to that. Fan base get onto him. He's a meme. When we played Reading, and this guy was just face first in the grass. And then he took a picture afterwards. The man still got the grass stains on his face. You're like, he just doesn't help himself because he started off well. People forget this. He played right back. He played centre back. Yeah. He played holding midfielder. He was decent. You know what I'm saying?
Was a John O'Shea, fam, like the utility guy. You get me? Like he could do. Like, you could put him wherever. You get me? But man fell off, didn't it? Fell off. But yeah, I think we just need to. I don't know. It depends though. Like what Ollie's Like, I don't know how much Ollie's controlling in the club, innit? For instance, when we sell, man, I feel like one thing, like in Spain, they do well is they sell, man, but then they put a buyback clause. So if the man of, like, for one thing, like we sold Wilfred Zaha, yeah? I think Wilfred Zaha would do bits now in this United squad.
Yeah, I think the issue is with that is that we don't need another wide left player. That's the problem we have. We got Pogba who can play there, Rashford can play out there, Martial can play out there. And then people are talking about like, I'm like, we don't need. To me, I don't think that's a problem area. Go on.
What do you think of Rashford?
Oh yeah, he's someone who divides opinion. Should he be? To me, Pogba now plays wide left. Rashford plays over the other side. Yeah. Pogba plays wide left better than on that left hand side of that front three than Rashford. But that's not a shot at Rashford because I think Pogba is the best in that position at the club. So that's not a shot at him. Yeah. Can Rashford play the other side? Yes. Do we still need Sancho to play over the other side? Yes, because then if Sancho comes in or a right-sided player comes in, but we'll use Sancho for the example, that's going to cause Rashford to raise his game. We've been talking about Luke Shaw. I'm going to get to those comments. The reason I think a big reason, a part of Luke Shaw's upturning form is Telles coming in because Telles is a quality baller. And people say, oh, you can't have that too many players. Manchester City, who just won the league, look at the ballers they have on the bench.
Two ballers in every position, fam. Every position. If you want to win Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues, that's what you need in the squad.
Yes.
You need two quality players in every position. The man got a first front two for the centre backs, and then a second two for the centre backs, and then they got two. The only thing I'd say is City need a striker, but other than that, they got so many ballers in the team. They got so many ballers. It don't matter. You get me? Like Aguero's obviously gone. I don't really rate Jesus. He's all right.
Jesus.
But I don't think he's not a world-class baller or anything like that.
No.
But the team is so good. The team is so good. Like in other areas, they can like how many games did they win without even playing a striker, fam?
Yo, fam, they went 21 games and won a league and got to a Champions League final. So that's what annoys me when people talk about United and go, We need a striker. We need a 25 to 30 goal a season, man. City have just won the Premier League and in a Champions League final without one. Chelsea are in a Champions League final and an FA Cup final without one. Liverpool won the Champions League and the Premier League in back-to-back seasons with a striker that doesn't score goals. Does it help having a striker that scores goals? 100%. But do you need it? That's the key word in what I'm saying there, people. Do you need it? No. Firmino is renowned for not scoring goals. We call him Firmino no goals. He's renowned for it. City don't have a striker. Chelsea do not have a striker that's a 25 to 30. Are City and Chelsea going to go in the transfer window again? Highly likely, yes. But them 25 to 30 goal season strikers that your Lewandowskis, your Harry Kanes, your Cavani's who we have, that type of striker is not about no more than that. You get Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he's another one. I think he's got like 16 in the Premier League. He might have 20 across all competitions, but they're rare. He's done well. He has done well there, but it's like it's the need part when people go, oh, Martial's not good enough. But back to the point about Rashford, yeah, I defo play him. Like, but why can't we have Pogba, Rashford, Sancho, Diallo, and Martial all vying for those wide spots, for instance? Like, they're great options to have. And then in the 10, you could play Pogba, you could push Pogba back there. You have Bruno in there, you have Donny. If we do sign a DM, that improves that position there. You got Matic backing them up. I thought he played well yesterday, actually. I thought Matic was good yesterday.
He played well,
and because he can do a job. Well. And then if we sign a centre back,
you need them players in the team. Like obviously people want Martial out now, but I feel like instead of getting him out of the club because we've already paid the P for him and he's a decent player, go out buy someone way better than Martial and have him as backup in it. So even if he's on the bench, you've still got a really good option on the bench. You get me? And then because he's on the bench, he's gonna fight for his place. You get me? And the thing is, we just need better players. We just need we ain't that much off like being a top side. We're already a top side, like the football we're playing. But we just like I don't know. I'd say go buy Harry Kane, innit? Like if he's about, go buy Harry Kane.
And to me, if we did, even though I don't want Harry Kane, if we were to sign him, I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be like, that's a terrible signing. Like, I'd get behind it.
Pogba on the left, Rashford on the right, and Harry Kane up top.
Cold.
You got Bruno behind him.
Yeah, that's cold.
And then you got what? And then even if you had Fred and McTominay for the balance, you get me?
Yeah, it's not ideal, but I get what you're saying. It's an improvement on what we have in that. I hear that.
Now, you get me?
Yeah, I hear that. MB here says United fans don't take into consideration that Shaw almost had his career cut short after that mad injury against PSV, but he has improved. Therefore, one of the best left backs this season. Here's the thing, though. As harsh as it sounds, what I'm about to say is football is a what have you done for me lately sport. And he did have a terrible injury. But then if you have that terrible injury and you don't come back and hit the heights, it happens. We had Anderson, who was like that. I think he did his cruciate twice or something like that. He had terrible injuries. And when he didn't reach the heights that we needed him to, he was sold. And that's how it works in that. Same way, Scorps is talking about signing Harry Kane. If we sign Harry Kane in the summer and he has a banging season next season and scores 30 goals, then God forbid he gets a terrible injury and then he comes back and he's not the same, he will get moved on. That's how football works. I do take it into consideration. It's not shot at him. Yeah. Definitely. Tox here. Salute to Tox. He says, we shouldn't be conceding in the first place. That will backfire at some point. You just can't concede first every game. And that's one of my major issues because that's a mentality issue.
That's big fact.
It is. But it also shows the fact that we're always behind.
The moral of the team, that's the good thing. Like what Tox is saying is right. We shouldn't be conceding because there's times where you'll concede one and then you'll go down 2, 3, 4. But the moral that Ollie's built up in the team is like we go down 1 and we'll come back. So that's a good thing. But for now, that's a good thing in it. But obviously we need to fix up on it. But you need another centre back in it. Like Wan-Bissaka on the right, he does his bits. Luke Shaw on the left does his bits. It's the 2 centre backs that need to be sorted. You get me? And you got a good keeper in it. You get me? Whether we play Dean Henderson or De Gea or so, it's just bruv. Like it's the DMs and the fucking. Getting another world-class centre back.
This has been a hot topic as well. What DM would you sign?
I thought you was gonna say which DM do you like out of McTominay and
no. I wouldn't say that. I'm saying who do you because it's proper divided opinion. Like in terms of
I don't know who would I get? Obviously, if I had any choice, did you sign anyone right now?
Yeah, any DM that you could. So I'll ask you fantasy. And then realistically, so fantasy, realistically, who would you go for? Because obviously you hear the names of Rice, you hear Ndidi, you hear.
I'd sign Ndidi or Kessie.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like Declan Rice, bro. I don't know, like
You don't get the hype.
Like, for me, he's bland chicken, innit?
You saying we got rice at home? Fam. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you get me? We got rice at home. We got rice at home, and it's fucking accommodate there. You get me? Like, we got rice. Mom, can we get rice? Now we got rice at home.
You got rice at home, man.
You get me?
I don't see the hype. Fam. I don't see.
Bro, what's the hype around Declan Rice, fam? He ain't a baller. He all right, innit? He played for West Ham, all right.
Yeah,
you get me?
I don't.
Ndidi, I'd have Ndidi, bro.
Nah, I hear you. And Ndidi's my pick as well, innit? I've said this for the longest. Ndidi's my pick. Michael Burry here. And Ndidi, if they said, right, we'll take, well, they've just signed Samari, innit? So that means that either they're going to rotate or they might move on him or Tillemans or Maddison might be leaving, who knows? But I'd break the bank for him. Not only is he the right age, he improves us. You know what I'm saying? Not only does he improve us defensively, he improves us going forward. He helps out the defense and we don't have to play two holders. Imagine a midfield three. This is hypothetical of Ndidi, Pogba and Bruno. Then if we were to sign Sancho on the right, Rashford on the left, Martial up top. That's a team. And even backing that up, you still have Donny, you still have Cavani, you still have Diallo, all backing that up. Exactly, yeah, bro. Like Matic, you get me? You still got Fred, you still have players, squad players to back it up. Yeah, mattering players like that. And if you sign a centre-back and then you have Varane, instance, obviously we're living in fantasy land, but that's all we can do. If you have Varane next to a Mcguire, then you got Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, and then you even got Telles backing that up as well for the left-back spot. Then you got the two goalkeepers. All of a sudden, it starts to look better because City are going to go again, and they're already ahead of us currently, so they're going to go again. Chelsea look like they're going to be a problem. I think Liverpool will be back. Leicester have signed Samari, and their recruitment is very good. So we need to make sure we are on point this summer because we could get left behind. Yes, it looks like we're going to finish second. Yeah. And just to compete. That's what I would say. And even Ryan said, yeah, Michael Berry says it here, you need two in every position and need to rotate them correctly. And that's why I'm critical of Ollie, because it's like rotate more. That's what you need to do. Rotate more. You don't need a striker to win the biggest trophies. We won a league in the Champions League with a number 10 up front. And that's a Liverpool fan talking about Liverpool. Big up Ryan.
That's fact, isn't it?
Like that lets you know. Does it help? Yes. But you don't need to.
Fact.
There we go.
If you play to the strengths of the ballers that you got in your team, you can win anything, innit?
Yeah, I think he already gave his thoughts on McFred and that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Scorps your thoughts on McFred.
Bro, McFred's trash, man. Get out of here, innit? You're still McTominay's all right, innit? But Fred can go, innit? Like, not. Do you know what? Yeah, Fred's one of them. Like, he came in, he was swag, and then one part of the season he was fire, and then he went back to being trash, innit? So I don't know. I think you just need like obviously if you play defensive midfielder, yeah, probably one of the hardest like positions on the pitch, innit? If you're a striker, all you gotta do is hold up the ball and bang goals, innit? If you're a goalkeeper, that's hard, innit? Because when you let in goals, you to blame, innit? But as a DM, yeah, all you're meant to do is make tackles, pass the ball on, innit? It's simple enough, innit? Like you can do that, but it's simple enough to make mistakes and not be like Fred can't shoot, innit? So don't shoot, innit? But then don't like what he does is like pass the ball sideways, fam. Like, have some vision in it, because as a DM, yeah, you've got all the vision in front of you to see what's going. You can read the game, is what I'm saying, innit? Like, you're a striker, you playing with your back to the defender. Sometimes it's hard to read the game properly. Do you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
But when you're a defensive midfielder, you got enough like time to like read the game, pick a pass. You got Bruno Fernandes there. You got Pogba here. You can pick up ballers, innit? So I don't know, man. I get rid of both of them, or just keep one of them, and then go out and sign an Ndidi. You get me? So
okay. Harris is asking there. I'm telling you, if Juventus don't make the Champions League, Juve are in debt. They'll take 30 mil for Ronaldo. I personally don't want Ronaldo. I'm just saying that there. But Scott, I'll let you answer.
Nah, bro. Living in the past. Nah, man. 30 mil.
No.
I mean, we could spend 30 mil on Ronaldo, but we've got Cavani for free, and we could go take that 30 mil and put it towards Ndidi, bro.
Yeah.
And then how long are we gonna have Ronaldo for? 2 seasons? No. Yeah. But I'd rather keep Cavani up front, Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, and then just sort out the positions. We're scoring goals. So what do we need the Ronaldo for, bro? We need to fix the back, innit?
Nah, I hear what you're saying.
I do. Nah. You get me?
I hear what you're saying in that. Harris says we need someone that can pass the ball and progress it, and Didi is not that player. For Kessie is ideal, but I really want Bellingham. To me, I agree with Scorps, and we don't need someone that can pass the ball and progress it. Like, no, bro. We just need someone who can win it. I play it 5 yards. That's why
I say Kante, bro, because Kante just wins everything. You get me?
Just win the ball and then play it.
If you get a Bellingham, then you like let in more chances of losing possession, because then you've got Pogba, who, as good as he is as a passer, he'll lose the ball. Bruno Fernandes loses the ball a lot. Like if you count how many times Bruno Fernandes loses the ball, it's a lot. So, and then you get another person in who's trying balls like that. That's 3 midfielders that are renowned for losing the ball a lot. So how much are we going to get hit on the counter? Whereas you want like an Ndidi win the ball and give it to one of your ballers. You get me? Because there's only so many midfielders you can have in the team that are on that free roam or express themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, fam, I've been saying this for the longest.
And you got Bruno expressing himself. You can't just have every man out here expressing himself, fam. You get me?
Yeah, I hear you. We be here talking about not even, but when I'm hearing Rice is XYZ and plays for West Ham United, have Dan James on their books, proves not every top baller is already at a big club, and that's facts. That's the problem United have, that we have Dan James on our books, and that. I'm just I just look at Rice and go, I don't see the hype in
Rice
with
is
Rice.
Bland, fam.
I just don't see that like there's other players like Ndidi I speak of highly, and he plays for Leicester. Like I'm a big fan of Ndidi. Like I think he's top drawer. He got man of the match yesterday. I think it was like I think Statman told me he got like 15 ball recoveries or something like that. Like this is mad. The amount of times he wins the ball back. To me, he covers everything. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously hype up. Yeah, so it's not a question of because he's at a smaller club. I'm just not a fan of Rice.
No, it's not even a fact that he's at West Ham, fam. It's just the fact that the thing is like who wants him other than United?
Lampard did want him. Lampard wanted him. That was a big issue why he left.
Fam. Lampard's English, and Lampard likes anyone that's English, fam. So he's like, I'll have Declan Rice. I love Mason Mount. He's my boyfriend. Mason Mount's a baller, innit? But anyone English, he wants in it. Like he spent a whole season playing Tammy Abraham, fam. Like he loves English people, innit? Like, yo, bunny you, man. No one else wanted him, innit? But indeed, he could literally just probably play for a top 4 side in England, in Spain. You get me? Like,
I'm a big fan of him. Massive fan of him.
You get me?
I've said
Declan Rice can't go La Liga and play for Barcelona or Real Madrid, fam.
You know who I'd take actually? Speaking of players at smaller clubs, Basuma, fam. I'm a fan of Basuma at Brighton.
He's good.
I'm a fan of Basuma. I rate Basuma.
You want him though?
Supposedly Arsenal. Speaking of Arsenal, because Babs is here.
Arsenal, that's it.
Yeah. Babs is here saying Ollie and big up. Hey Babs, man, big up to you. Make sure you hit the like button, fam. How's 9th as well, fam? You know what I'm saying? That. How's 9th? Pick up my guy Babs, though. You lot make sure you check out his content, subscribe to his channel, and go see him stressing.
This is the thing, like man, I like Ollie in, but United are second, bro, in the European final, bro. Like,
but you know what, fam? Again. And who tweeted it? I think it was Aiden who did it, and he tweeted it. And United was second. He was like, "We're second. We're in the European final," and it was saying along the lines of, "Is Ollie doing a?" He asked rival fans a question. I can't remember the exact tweet, and then United fans were jumping on it and like, "Yo, why are people complaining when we're second and in the European final?" Because I'm like, he was like, "So clearly there's more to it in it. Clearly there's more to it because it's like this guy is not the guy in it." You know what I'm saying? Yes, we are like, he's not all bad. I hear what you're saying.
To complain. But you got to look at the pros sometime, innit?
Yeah, in terms of what you said, in terms of him improving the morale, I've said this, he's improved the morale. I like this team a lot. Like the current squad we have, I like a lot. It's just the football we play at times. Like how we played against Roma is how we should play against most teams. And when I say that, to me, I'm not even talking about systems or pattern of play. You can have 11 of the worst players in football history, but you can still have an attacking mentality. And that's my issue is we drew 10 games.
Yeah, that's the problem. We've lost the same amount of games as City. I think we've lost 5. They've lost 5.
Yeah. 7. I think this is correct. Let me know in the comments, people. 7 0-0 draws. That's something that we criticize Van Gaal heavily for.
That's terrible.
And there's a way to draw games. If we drew them games and we were peppering the goalkeeper and their goalkeeper just had a worldie, did a Brad Fiedel back in the day and that, you're like, you know what? Fair enough, innit? Man just did bits. But the draws, when I think about it, once to Fulham, you know what I'm saying? Everton, the way we drew, even though we scored 3 goals, like there's draws we've had, and I'm like, we had 3 0-0 draws in a row, and we didn't create one big chance in all 3 of those games. This is why I'm so critical. But I do believe, I agree with you in the sense of, I'm not gonna go as far to say he's underappreciated. I just think his job's done. I keep saying this. He built the house, innit?
Now he's trying to like do interior design and that. And it's like, that's not your role in that. Like, man, trying to tell you what wallpaper should go up. You get me? Where the furniture should go in it and all this type of thing, how the kitchen should be arranged and that. Like, no, you've come in, you've done your job in it. You've rebuilt the house. Now the house can be moved into. I think he's just done his job. Now leave it for the next man.
That's what I'm saying. Give him another year. Give him another year. Let him cement the team a bit more, and then. But who are you gonna get in? I don't think. I know you like Pochettino in it, but I mean,
I'm a big fan of Poch.
Yeah, but his win percentage at PSG now, I think he's played like 30 games.
Has he played 30 games? Mad. I didn't know.
It's not even that big at PSG, so I don't know, innit? Like, obviously, would Poch be your first choice?
Yeah, well, not now, because would he have been my first choice when he was out of the job? Yes, but now he's at PSG. No, he wouldn't be the first choice. I'd go get Ancelotti at this point. That's what I'm saying. I just go drop the money at Everton and go get Ancelotti. Man fits the bill. He's been successful in the past here. Man knows what he's doing. Quality coach, commands respect. Like, and I see the job that he's doing at Everton. He's doing a good job. And the fact that he went to go there as well is exceptional, because he didn't have to do that. That's exceptional. He could have just waited for a big job. Could have waited for any big job in Italy and then just been calm there. Jeremiah says, Ollie is... Yo, let us know, Jeremiah. Say that again. MB says, this guy, got jokes. How's ninth? All right, flawless. I see you. Are you lot not ninth? You know what I'm saying? Are you lot not ninth? Like, I'm not lying when I say that. Just because it's funny doesn't mean I'm lying when I say that. But flawless and Scorps, I don't want Pogba in midfield. I'm saying if we play Fred and Bruno in the midfield, Fred can't pass and carry the ball, but he does the dirty work really well. This is why we need a DM, whether it's a Rice, whether it's a Ndidi, whether it's a Basuma, whoever. I just want to see us sign a DM. Even though Rice is not my first choice, if we were to sign Rice, I'm with that, because I believe he's an improvement on what we have.
On Fred,
yeah, definitely. He's an improvement on what we have.
If we're going to go out and spend P, I'd rather go from there to there, you get me? Like, if you're going to try to fix something, fix it properly the first time, innit? Don't go get Rice, and he's 5% better than Fred, or 10% better than Fred. Like, let's go sign a DM that can help us, like, ball out in the Champions League, you get me? Like, go spend P, do you know what I mean? Like, with any position, with any position, like centre back, go ball out. Buy a big centre back. Don't go, I don't know.
You want us to just go get the top of the top. You're like, bro, I don't want to risk it going to a smaller club and getting a player. You're like, let me just go and get the top of the crop from another big team. I understand that method. I understand the method. You know what I'm saying?
Bang. You're frustrated. I get that. Go get a Sancho. Bang. Let's go. Go get a Harry Kane, or go get a Son, or whatever. You get me? Like,
I get exactly what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying.
The more world-class players you got in your team, the easier it is to do your job, innit?
True. The better your tools.
More world-class players. Yeah, exactly. The more world-class players, like City, they got, I don't even know, like, how many world-class players has City got in their team?
A hell of a lot for a minute.
Over 11, bro. Over 11. If you
it's a hell of a lot.
Over 11, fam. If you say that about United, I'd say United got, what, three world-class players.
You do reckon the three are? Go on.
Bruno? No, actually, we got more, because I'd say Cavani's world-class, but he's at his end.
Yeah.
Bruno, Pogba.
I'm just asking you. I'm just asking. I hear you. I get your point. I just didn't want to go into it.
De Gea. Yeah, when De Gea's,
go on.
When De Gea's like playing normally, then De Gea's world class, in it. But obviously, De Gea after that Spain game, it was a bit shit for a while. But I think we've got no more than 5 world class players in our squad. Like, Rashford's not world class. I don't want to hear United fans say that Rashford's world class, because he ain't.
I didn't want to go into it.
It
just shows the gulf in class between us two, innit? And I didn't really want to go into it, but I get your point. That's why I didn't break it down. I named City and United. When you put it in that perspective, it's mad. And I've not even thought it through in detail.
How many world class players would you say that United got?
Yeah, exactly. Honestly. Very, very few, fam. That's why I don't want to go into it. It breaks my heart. Yeah,
and then when you look at City got 11, fam. At least 11. I know it hurts me. That's what I'm saying. Yo, go out and buy in it. Don't just bro, they go out and buy a world-class player and we're like, yeah, we're buying Dan James, fam. Who's that, fam? Who's that? Yo, ban this guy, man. Like, go out and buy world-class players, innit? Because that's what they're going to do next season. Every time they're improving, Like we're good, yeah. We're in a good place now, but we need to catch them up, innit? Like when Fergie was in charge, we dominated the league, and we were trying to get better in the Champions League. You get me? That was the plateau. Now, obviously, we finished in second this season, but now we need to push in it. So this is what we're gonna see from Ollie this transfer window. Who's trying to sign in it?
I get what you're saying.
He needs to sign more club players.
I get your point. I get that rhetoric and the way you're trying to go. Because when you say, if you sign world-class players, it does make your job easier. And there's different ways to cook the chicken, so to speak. Yeah. But not just any. Obviously, within reason, the right age. The right ones, the right position at the right age with the right attitude. Of course. Right. Hey, before we continue the show as well, people, make sure whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Let me check how many likes we're on. We're on 40 likes. So get us up to 50 likes, people.
Let's get more likes,
share it. Get the likes up and make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV, where we continue. See that we're talking about bringing in new players and new signings. Where else you find in the likes of Scorps, people? You get what I'm saying? And Sarcasm City TV continues to bring new signings to get me to the channel and you will see Scorps more often as well. Jeremiah here says, respect my manager, Ollie. I do respect him. I just disagree with you.
You respect him for now, innit?
Yeah. Jeremiah just thinks he's the guy in it. He was out here singing 21 in 21. He was the only United fan I knew that genuinely believed he could win the league. Yeah. And he's young, so I get it. He's not seen the glory years like me and you have, so I get it, innit? Because he's here, look, because he'll say stuff like this. Ollie winning his first final, Poch can sit down. But if we put it into perspective, and this is, I don't like criticizing. It's the second tier of European competition. Why are we in the second tier of European competition? Because our manager flopped in the first tier.
That's also
again, what people keep to forget, people always forget as well, is the manner in which we went out of the Champions League. If we went into that group and got battered by PSG twice and drew one of the games to Leipzig, and PSG just did a madness, and Neymar and Mbappe were just on it, and they beat us 3-0 at their place and came to Old Trafford and won 2-0, everyone would chill. The fact that we needed 1 point from 2 games and we couldn't do it. The fact that he didn't take off Fred when everybody in the universe, you get what I'm saying, was like, take off Fred. Fred should have been sent off. I remember specifically watching it like it was yesterday. The incident happened. I'm shouting at my TV, take him off, because I'm thinking he's getting sent off. VAR messed up. I'm like, we've got off there. Take him off now. I think it was in the 30th, 35th minute. He refused to take him off. It goes to halftime. I go to my Twitter. Everybody is like, take Fred off. Take Fred off. Leaves Fred on. In the second half, Fred makes another dodgy tackle. Gets let off again. Still doesn't take him off. Then eventually he makes another tackle and gets sent off. The manager needs to be held accountable for those type of decisions. Also adding the fact that we lost to the team who are now 14th in the Turkish league. Let's not forget that.
I didn't even know that, innit? That's wild.
They're 14th, fam.
That's wild.
In the Turkish league right now. They're 14th. They are bottom half in the Turkish league. But you lot will, Jeremiah will criticize a Poch. Yet we have a manager who failed to win the Norwegian league in his second stint. But when I say these things, it sounds wild, but it's like, when people say stuff like this, it forces me to like, all right, let's address the facts then. If we're going to criticize, let's criticize everyone. Getting to the Europa League final is an achievement. Yes, of course. Should we be in that competition? Absolutely not. Because we have a team to compete in the Champions League. Not, and again, let me reiterate this again, not a finalist, not semi-finalist, not quarter-finalist. We are good enough to get out of the groups. If you look at the teams who were in the first knockout round of the Champions League, we can compete with them. Borussia Mönchengladbach, Sevilla, Dortmund. I'm not saying we're clear or we're better than these teams, people. I'm saying we are able to compete.
Yeah.
But
we come out with
so I respect him, Jeremiah, innit? I just don't rate him as highly as you do. That's what it is. But I hope you're right.
With Ollie though, innit? Like the subs, like he never he's like decision making for substitutes is like, I don't know, it's like it's not the one. He'll wait to the 80th minute. He'll wait to the, I think the other day he brought Van der Beek on like the 85th minute. You get me? Like, boy, that's the thing. Like, I think, and then the other thing is he's relaxed. Like, we're losing 1-0. You go to the fucking sides and he's just chilling in it. Like, and then you'll have other men that are managers and they're screaming on the touchline, shouting instructions, doing this, that, and the other, or bam, they'll make 3 subs at half time and switch the game around. That's the thing with Ollie. Like, we bought Van der Beek and then he goes on like he don't trust him or something. I don't know. Like, for me, I'd have Van der Beek in the team playing more. You get me? Like, I don't know why we spent 40 million on him if we're not going to do that.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Mesway here saying Scorps has got to be signed of the season. You don't know, man. We always out here. A question for you as well. MB says, I've asked Flawless this already, but want your opinion on it, Scorps. Would you start a midfield three of Donny, Pogba, and Bruno, then go all out attack?
Yeah, why not?
Certain games, yeah, definitely.
Do you know what? It depends because Van der Beek can play defensive midfielder, yeah, and Pogba's got all the ability to play as a DM. He can tackle, like, bro. He's like one of the strongest players in the league, fam. Like the way he just holds man off, he dribbles. He can do it all in it. He's got the fitness. He can play a DM role, and then you just sort out the Van der Beek and the Bruno thing, and you can have them free as the starting three in midfield, and then have Rashford on the left or the right, then Greenwood, and then Cavani, or even Martial up top in it. So I definitely would. But the thing is like, when he bought Van der Beek, he should have implemented that into effect so that it starts to work. You get me? You can't just dash Van der Beek in whenever, and then he's trying to like overplay because he's trying to prove himself, and then he's making shit passes or he's just flopping on the ball. Because every time I've seen Van der Beek, he looks dead, innit? Like he don't really stand out, but that's because he's overplaying. At Ajax, he wasn't doing that. He was just balling, you get me? Because when you don't get enough game time, everyone's done that. As soon as you come onto the pitch or you're subbed on, you try to overdo everything, innit? And the game loses you, innit? You make one shit pass, the next time you get the ball, it's in your head that, I need to do something impressive. And then bam, you want to float a 40-yard pass over there and you sky it. And you know what I mean? Like, Ollie needs to, I don't know where it is with Ollie, innit? Like, obviously, out of McTominay, Fred, and Van der Beek, I'd choose Van der Beek, innit? Because he's the closest to being world class. I'd have him in the team, innit? And like, if you implement him in the right way, the team would benefit from that because the team would be better than it is now.
No, I hear that. I hear what you're saying. You're making valid points. Like, it could definitely work. Would I play it all the time? No, but obviously there's context to every single.
No,
with football, there's context to there's context to every question. Could you play that? Say if you were playing a back three, yes. Could you play that if you're playing against a lesser side and going for the game? 100%. We've seen it before in the Diamond as well. You could play it if you're playing a back three. You could play it if you were playing, what's it called?
You play a 5-3-2.
NB. I blocked that account because they were talking nonsense in it. Just putting it out there, just letting you know NB in it. I did it. When's Lewis coming on? Says Nims 9. He's not on tonight, but he's not on today, but he will be back next week in it. You know what I'm saying? But big up to my guy Lewis. Make sure you subscribe to Carefree Lewis G. And it's because obviously United, Chelsea are playing Arsenal today, so he's covering content. Obviously, he was doing a lot of stuff with the AFTV guys on their channel, on his own channel, etc., etc. Conor Gardner, he says Sleaze King. Big up Conor G, man. He knows that. Big up Conor G. He's the guy who did the new thumbnails as well, people. You see when the new thumbnails fit, the one that's behind us right now, with me and Scorps that you're watching on the screen. If you're watching on YouTube, you see it. Yeah, MB. I know you had to ask. Yeah. I was just explaining to you so you knew why, and you know what I'm saying, and that because they were just talking hella-ish. That's what it is. Let's see where we're at. Just make sure I've not missed anything. Here we go. Would you swap Ollie for Artel? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't swap Artel from my mom, innit?
I'm not like Artel.
I'd rather have my mom in charge of the club, innit? And she don't even know the offside rule. You get me?
Yeah. That being said, though, I think if you give Ollie the Arsenal players, they're in the same position. And the only difference between the two of them is the players we have. Yes, genuinely.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't think he improved Arsenal like that.
Odegaard.
They got Lacazette, they got Aubameyang, they got Saka,
Pepe.
they got Gabriel, they have Pepe, they got Partey, but they just been Arsenal, man. Yo, fam, it's something in North London, man. I'm telling you, it's a North London thing, fam.
Partey is a really good DM, bro.
But look at what has happened to him this season. Man's been Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Look at him this season. I'm getting clips. He's been Arsenal, man. Look at the clips. I've had clips of him miskicking the ball and that. When he left Atletico Madrid, he was like yo, get this guy in your team, he will change it. Yeah, man, hot property and that. And now he's just been Arsenal.
You get me?
Now he's just out there, get me, looking like a dark-skinned El Neni. You get what I'm saying? And it's peak. It's peak for man. It is. Man left Atletico Madrid to go play for Arsenal and that, who are now in that.
I don't know. Why would you do that in the first place?
I don't get it. Maybe Artel sold him.
He probably could have won a La Liga this season, innit? Like, maybe if he was there. You get me?
He would have been in the running. Yeah. He would have been. He definitely would have been in. He definitely would have been in the running 100%.
But that being said, though, I was sold on when Arteta came in. I thought he could do something because he came in, changed how Arsenal were playing, made them defensively solid, won them at FA Cup. I'm like, okay, let's see you kick on, and then boom. Get me? This season's happened and they fell off in it. Like the Europa League and the manner in which they went out, the way they've played in the Premier League. I think they've lost like 7 or 8 games at home, etc., etc. Like Arsenal are out here struggling. You know what I'm saying? And out here struggling. Yeah, man, he is. He's just a dark skin on any of that. That's what he is now. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Harris said, flawless. Fred can do the defensive work and Didi or Rice can do. I personally think we need a Bellingham or a Kessie. I disagree with that, Harris. Not on the Rice part. I'm not sure defensive, but I don't think anybody does. How often there's very few defensive midfielders in the Premier League that get through the work and win the ball back as much as he does, just from stats and then the eye test as well. That's what it is. But yeah, go on, fam. Say what he was going to say.
I was just going to say this exact same thing. Like, Fred can't do what Ndidi does in games, bro. Like, no way. And the thing is, Ndidi does it on his own, innit? Like, defensively. Fred's always next to McTominay, bro. So there's always 2 guys doing. If you're getting in Ndidi, yeah, then there's no way that Ollie's playing Ndidi and McTominay or Ndidi and Fred. Both of them are on the bench, and Ndidi is playing DM by himself, bro.
Yeah, you don't need no one. You don't need no one next to him. He covers that much ground. He does the job of 2 men. When you winning the ball back 15, 16, and there was one game 19 times.
Exactly, bro.
That's
exactly, son.
If your 2 DMs, if Fred and McTominay, and Fred wins it back 10 times and McTominay wins it back 9 times, you're saying that's very impressive. He's winning it back 19 times. I think it was 14 or 15 yesterday. You know how many? And his pass percentage is high as well. So he's winning the ball back and playing the ball to his teammates. And to a Tillemans, to a Tillemans, a Maddison, a Vardy, a Nacho, whoever. Like, quality baller to me. We just need to go sign him. Go slap down the 70 M's and say, yo, here we go. Here we go. Ryan here says, I'd pay 80 mil for him. I paid 80 mil for Mcguire. And he's the right age. He's 24. So he's going into his prime years. He's going into his prime years and he's Premier League proven. You don't have to worry about him settling in the country either.
Exactly.
If the game gets cancelled tomorrow, do we get the 3 points? I'm not sure, if the game gets cancelled tomorrow, but they've got barricades all around Old Trafford. That being said, I believe there is a protest tomorrow, people. So if you can get there. If you can't, continue to hashtag Glazers out across all social media platforms. Continue to boycott the merch. Continue to rank all the sponsors and everybody affiliated with the club. Yo, boycott the merch, man. Don't buy the merch, innit? Did you not see that? Adidas were complaining that the revenues dropped by like 100 mil.
Yeah,
I'm saying the team sponsor,
Glazers out in it.
Team Hot, man. Glazers out in it. So yeah, man. Continue to boycott the merch, all of that stuff. So I'm not sure what happens, Ryan, but I presume if United fans do get it called off again, Liverpool will get the 3 points. I'm guessing. Go on, Scorps.
I think that would solve a lot of problems, bro. If the Glazers were out, Calvin Phillips. Yeah, that's facts, yo. Calvin Phillips over Declan Rice, man.
That's what Reece is saying. You're not a fan of
facts, yo. Declan Rice is got real. Someone send me a clip of Declan Rice here doing bits or stats or anything, yeah. And then
there's clips of him doing bits. There is clips of him. I've seen clips of him doing bits. Yeah.
But not often. Not often, bro.
Yeah, it's not often. He had that one run he went on. It might have been against Spurs, I think, when he went on a run from the edge of his own box to their box or something like that. But I don't need that from my DM.
Exactly.
I'm more interested.
Exactly.
I can't say I don't need that. It's what I don't want in it from my DM. My DM, like, is defensive midfielder. It's the keys in the title. Defensive. Don't
go past the halfway line. Sit on the halfway line, win everything, and then give it to the man that are ballers. You get me? That's it. That's your job, fam.
You can tell
make the pie and then deliver the pie. That's it, fam. You don't need to cut it up and all them things there. Just make the pie, pass it on in it. That's the role I want you to do, fam. That's it.
You can tell that we're like old school and older because we're from that generation where we prefer the destroyer DMs. And I was having this conversation on the live yesterday that no one's wrong or no one's right. It's a preference thing of what you prefer. If you want more of a deep line playmaker, someone to get on the ball and play through the lines, Rice is your guy. If you just want a destroyer and someone to just pass it 5 to 10 yards to whoever, then it's indeed. There's no right or wrong answer. Like I said, let me make this perfectly clear. If we were to sign Rice, I'd be happy about that. Because at least we're trying to solve a problem area. And he would improve us, yes. I 100% believe he improves us. But even if we don't get an Ndidi, that's the type I want. I want a destroyer DM. I don't want another baller in there. Well, that's just me, though. Obviously, that's just my personal preference.
The thing is,
Bruno, go on, fam.
Go.
Now read the thing, bro.
No, it's calm. Go in, and I'll get to this. It's calm.
The thing is, like, Ndidi is clear of Fred, innit? Clear of Fred. But how much better is Declan Rice than Fred? We don't know, innit?
We would find out.
We would find out, but we'd have to spend the P. And then how much is West Ham going to ask for him, fam? 80 mil. So Declan Rice, no thanks.
Yeah, it's going to be more than that.
You can pay less than that for Ndidi.
Yeah, that's my point.
I ain't paying English tax, fam.
English tax.
I ain't playing
You're going to get English tax.
Bro. Yeah,
English tax is worth at least 20, 30 million. Especially if he goes to the Euros and plays as well. If we're trying to sign him while he's playing at the Euros off the back of the Euros, at international tournament, it's kind of like his price is going to jump up. I don't want to pay 90 million for him. I'd pay 80 for him. And Ndidi is cheaper to me. And I think he's the better option, more of what we need. But that, again, the way he covers the ground. Keenan here says, Bruno and Partey's former teams will win titles. You know, Sporting already have. So I know Sporting have. Yeah, the league is in a tight title race. Is it not like 2 points separating the top 3 or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Let me check the table, actually. Let me check the table. I know.
Real Madrid and Barca are on the same points, and then Atletico are like 2 points clear.
Yeah, I'm looking there. So yeah, you got Atletico Madrid, you are top of the table on 77 points. Barcelona have played a game more in second, and they're on 76 points. Then you got Real Madrid, who've played 35 games and played 75 points. That's mad. Yeah. Who's Barcelona? Let me see. So Barcelona's final 2 games. I know they drew against Atletico Madrid. Their final 2 games are Celta Vigo at home and Eibar away. Atletico Madrid used their final games. Their final games are Sociedad at home, Osasuna at home, and Real. I can't even pronounce their name, but yeah, them away. The team beginning with V. I can never pronounce it.
That long one.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it. These lot let us know in the comments. And then Real Madrid got Granada tomorrow. Then they play Athletic Club away, and then Villarreal at home. So yeah, man, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Tight title race. Man said Party was.
Thing is, like, my man came in and fucking just got rid of fucking Suarez, in it. That's wild, innit? I don't know how you do that, man. And then gave him to your fucking title contenders, and now you're in this situation.
Yeah, they let him go, innit?
You know what I'm saying? If you kept Suarez, you would have been clear with the league by now, innit?
It's one of, you know what? It's one of them. If they win the league, then it's the right decision. If I've let Madrid go on and win the league, it's kind of like, yeah, it's the wrong decision. Yeah, that's how it will be seen, and that's how it will be perceived. Obviously, context adds to that, because I'm not watching the league week in, week out to know in it. But that's the way it definitely will be perceived. The Scunno blogger here says next time Party sees a Champions League game, now Don Robbie will finish the party dance. So you lot are wilding in it, saying Don Robbie's still turning around. You man are wilding. Party was partying in the Champions League, and now he's stuck in a pandemic in North London. Mad. You lot are nuts, you know. You lot are nuts. There we go. Let me check. See, I'm with this if we did this. The Gunner blogger says, look for a Donny and Francis second lead or something. Some gems have been discovered. But then we're asking for our scouting network to do what it's supposed to do. I've said this. Even if we don't sign it in Ndidi or Rice or Basuma, how come our scouting network, which we spend millions upon millions and millions on, can't find a DM? You know what I'm saying? Like, Leicester went and found Kante and then replaced Kante with Ndidi. And we can't do that. And that's no disrespect to Leicester. I'm saying, I'm praising Leicester. Like, the way they managed to replace players. It's crazy. How come Leicester can't and they don't have our resources? But we have exceptional resources. We have scouts surely all over the world on every continent. And we can't do that. Billy says, it's the title for real flawless. Ollie can kiss my ass. Yeah, man, it's for real in that. Yeah, I'm saying in that. It's for real. You know it's not me, Billy. We know you've been here long enough to know. But we let people give their side of it. And I'm not saying you're not letting people give their side of it. You're just strong. You're just strong on the Ollie outing. And I understand.
I'm not saying Ollie kiss my ass, but he gonna celebrate the European Cup win, innit?
Yeah, fam. I'd celebrate the European Cup win. But my point is that we shouldn't even be in it. I'm just more happy for one, for him. It's a trophy. 2, it ends our trophy drought. 3, a lot of those players haven't won anything in a long time, and some of them haven't won anything. And 4, I'm hoping I'm wrong, and it can be a catalyst to win more trophies. Winning can breed winning. It can. It don't always happen, but it can. That's again why Pep came into City and targeted the Carabao Cup. Why Mourinho at both his stints at Chelsea and at Manchester United targeted that trophy. Because then you get a thirst for it type of thing. So that's what it is. Yeah. I know that's the name of the rail. Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Recent it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I can't. Valladolid.
Yeah.
Valladolid. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yo, man can never say that name, man.
Yeah, and no Ultra Parisian, I will not make a song. Flawless will make a song if Ndidi signs at United. Ndidi, no, I'm not doing the party card in it. Arsenal have shown,
So if
don't
we
make
sign
songs.
Ndidi, we'll do that tune in it. Take
No, fam,
Ndidi,
not for a DM, fam. You don't do it for a DM.
Fam.
You do it for an attack. You are doing that. You know what I'm saying? And
I'll make that tune in it on my own, fam.
There you go. Scorps is making a tune for you, lot. If we sign Ndidi, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'll get props and everything. I'll get one white guy that looks like McTominay, one guy that looks like Fred. Have him in a backside and that, you get me? I'll do the whole tune, fam.
You're foolish enough to do it as well. You're foolish enough to do it as well. But yeah, give us your final thoughts, fam, on like Ollie and why you believe he's underappreciated before we close out the show. And you lot as well get any questions in as well regarding this topic.
Ollie's unappreciated. Like, he's fixed the morale. We come back when we go down. We've got a solid base for a new manager to come in it. Whether you're Ollie in or Ollie out, he can either he's built a base where we're settled now. He can go sign world-class players and push on from where we are now. Or he can get sacked or leave, and we can get in an Ancelotti, for instance, and he can kick on. You get me? So it's neither Ollie in nor Ollie out. He's just underappreciated, isn't it? He's in one of the best leagues in the world. He's managing one of the biggest teams in the world, and he's doing an okay job. You get me? He's got a 59% something, 59 point something win ratio with United. Yo, he's doing all right. You get me? Second in the Prem. Oh, he's won 57 games. He's 57 games, 34 won, 12 drawn, and 11 lost. Obviously, we shouldn't have lost. No, to be fair, we shouldn't have drawn as many games as we have this season. But that can be fixed next season.
I hope you're right, and it can be fixed next season. I'm hoping so. You know what I'm saying? I hope so. Where we at? Someone had a question as well. A good question. Let me try and find it here. Scorps, what do you think of Fletcher being DOF? Is he just another puppet and yes man for the Glazers? Is he just another puppet and yes man for the Glazers in reality?
He's just like one of them friends, bro. It's just like bringing your family in, and he ain't gonna do a job in it. Like, bun that, man. Still, no. Darren Fletcher doing what, fam? What credentials makes him good for the job? What makes him good for the job, fam?
Where are you from? You're not lying,
bruv. If you get a director of football, we need one that's gonna sort out the scouting network, for instance, to make sure that our scouts are scouting in the best places, and like we're signing the best people that we could bring to the club. We're doing the right contracts. We're not spending 500,000 a week on Alex Sanchez. You know what I mean? And we're not spending over the odds on players. You get me? Darren Fletcher's not gonna do that. Darren Fletcher's gonna be a yes man, innit? He's gonna walk around. He's gonna suck off Ollie like, yeah, you're a United legend, smile and all these things there. We don't need that at the club, innit? We don't need that.
This guy,
you know who I'd rather have? If we bring in a United player, I'd rather have Van der Sar in it.
Van der Sar would be like better for that role. Obviously, he's been doing the job at Ajax as well. He has been doing the job.
He's already in a role doing bits in it, so I'd rather have someone like that. You get me? I wouldn't just bring in anyone. You know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, man, close. I think we're gonna close out the show there. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Like I said, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this back, we are on 53 likes. So let's get them likes up, get it up to 55 people, and then obviously that will go up. Obviously, once the show has finished. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is road to 3K. We're road to 3,000 subscribers. So subscribe if you're new. Scorps, blessed for joining, man. Appreciate it, family.
Oh man, salute for having me, bro.
Yeah, man. Anytime, and we're gonna make this more often. You know what I'm saying? Because these lot in the comments, they you know what I'm saying. If they didn't, they would say, let them know where they can find you, what you got going on, etc., and anything else you want to add.
You can find me on Instagram. I think the Instagram's Take Note Shooter, Snapchat, TM Scorps, Facebook. That's pretty much it. There
you go, people.
Twitter is Scorps.
Underscore, so Scorps underscore your Twitter, So you'll see him on the channel more in regards to football content, also musical content as well. You are going to see him more as well.
Bless up all the viewers and that.
Yeah, man. Big up to everyone who's locked, man. These lot make the show go round. We will be back tonight as well, people. Not sure what time, but the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Myself, Yan City, and a distraught Ryan, because, his Liverpool team went from Premier League, you know what I'm saying, to Europa League. Premier League champions to Europa League. And we're going to discuss that.
That's definitely going to be an agenda.
Wild,
NB says, big up Scorps and Flawless. Big up to you, NB. Harris says, big up Scorps and Flawless. Black Diamond says, bless up Scorps as well. Yeah, man. Love to you lot. Big up everyone who's locked. Agenda FC will be back next week. Wednesday we're going to find a specific time for it, but it will always be Wednesdays. Just check the channel. There's an upcoming live stream section. You'll check it there. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. This has been Agenda FC on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.